Episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is having a great day. We can all consider it maybe a Taco Tuesday if you guys did end up getting some tacos today. If not, it's all good. I forgive you. I didn't get any tacos either today. Anyway, hope everybody is doing great. This is your Average Day Joes, where we go over your sports, your trending news topics. We're going to go over some crypto news, horoscopes, even conspiracy theories. We got it all for you here. So let's get locked in and let's get into the show. What's up with you, Jay? How you doing?
Chilling.
In case you guys missed it, we did do a gym live last night. We had a chest day, gym live. Was pretty good. We did go pretty hard. I was able to hit 3 plates for the first time in a long time. I surprised myself yesterday, but I did have a ghost, or I was drinking a ghost as we were doing our workouts, and I think that kind of helped push me to another level. And I got to try ghost for like the second time in my life. Pretty good stuff. Jay, how you feeling? Sore at all with the workouts? Or are you good?
I don't get sore on these weeks. These weeks are very easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I only get sore on squat and bench and like deadlift.
Oh, got you.
Everything else is very simple.
Right. All right. Well, cool. Let's move on then and get with the show, starting with some Jay Did You Know segment. So let's see here what we got for Jay today. Let's see. Jay, did you know that NVIDIA's Jensen Huang hand-delivered the world's smallest supercomputer, the DGX Spark, to Elon Musk?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, man. World's smallest computer, man. And it's a supercomputer on top of that. So it's probably more powerful than a lot of computers out there. And it's smaller than most of them. So technology is moving along. That's for sure. Let's see here. What we got? Another thing for you. Jay, did you know that they are finding out that cartels are issuing bounties up to $50,000 for hits on ICE, CBP agents, and DHS agents?
Doesn't surprise me.
Yep. They're trying to take out our border patrol, man. It's all bad. But you know what? That actually, to me, signifies like positive news, because if now they're putting $50,000 hits, that means that they're starting to feel the wrath of what's happening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you saw, but the other day I saw a commercial with like our border patrol, like Cesar, who she is, and she did a commercial about like, oh, if you turn yourself in, we'll give you financial assistance and this and that. But if you don't, then you're a criminal and you won't have any way of coming back. So man, they're really actually doing stuff now, you know, like it's getting like, I've never seen those kind of commercials where like they're basically telling people to turn themselves in now, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Jay, did you know that America is going broke slowly, says JP Morgan, as national debt balloons and tariff revenue looks shaky?
It's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, depends how you use debt.
Right. Let's see here, Jay. Did you know that there is a winter weather alert issued for 5 states, which is supposed to be getting 16 inches of snow?
Good.
Yeah, man. Definitely always needed, right? That water. Let's see. Jay, did you hear how the Salesforce, like the CEO Benioff, appeared to be trying to get the National Guard to San Francisco?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, you would welcome the National Guard in San Francisco?
What's wrong with the National Guard?
Nothing?
Yeah, why would I care? I think it's a good thing. Well, take care of all the vagrants. Who cares?
Right.
There's a bunch of vagrants that think that they could just run the streets and do stupid shit. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Put the National Guard there, they won't fuck up.
Right.
I don't care.
Let's see here. Jay, did you know that NASA found a secret military base buried 100 feet deep beneath Greenland's ice shelf?
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Very cool, very cool. I'm surprised that they even found it. NASA of all people, and like in Greenland, like because that's what I mean. NASA is an American or it's American government basically.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jay, did you know that Intel's former CEO, Pat Gelsinger, warns that money from the US and NVIDIA won't matter if it doesn't fill the fabs?
I didn't know.
Yeah. Let's see what else I got for you. Jay, did you know that Elon Musk's AI hires NVIDIA talent to build world models for gaming and AI?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, man. One last one for you, Jay. Did you know that flamingos are making a home in Florida again after 100 years?
No.
Yeah, they're flamingos are starting to flock again in Florida.
Good. Good.
All right, Jay, let's go on and get into your top 5 dog breeds that are not suitable for families with children. Let me get into that real quick. Pull that up for you here. So, number 5, so for number 5, dog that is not suitable for children is the Weimaraner. The Weimaraner. Have you ever heard of that kind of dog?
Nope.
Yep, the Weimaraner. They're they're pretty nice dogs. They look really beautiful, but they're intelligent and athletic, and they were originally bred for hunting. They need constant physical and mental stimulation to stay happy and healthy. Without it, they become restless, jumpy, and even anxious. So they can hurt the children. You don't want that, you know. At number 4, we have your Akita. Akitas are powerful, loyal dogs with strong protective instincts, but that same instinct can make them unpredictable around children. At number 3, we have the Chow Chow. Chow Chows are known for their iconic lion-like mane and dignified presence, but they are also independent, and they don't have a good temperament. The breed tends to be territorial and less affectionate than typical family dogs. They can be rough and play excessive, so they are not suitable for children. And at number 2 now. Number 2, we have your Dalmatian. Dalmatians are strikingly beautiful, but they can be overly energetic and sometimes temperamental. This dog breed was originally bred as a carriage dog, so they need constant activity and firm training to stay calm. And your number 1 dog that is not suitable for children, it's your Chihuahua. Chihuahuas may look small and adorable, but they are known to have big personalities. This also often makes them nervous around young children, as they can become easily irritated by rough handling or sudden movements. Due to their fragility, even accidental falls or loving squeezes can cause injuries to them. Therefore, they are not well suited for children. All right, that is our Jay Did You Know segment. Let's move on to some sports and get into some MLB scores.
Let's see. I believe there was only one game today.
Oh, okay.
And the Dodgers, they beat up on the Brewers 5-1.
5-1, okay.
Light work. Very light work.
Yeah. Anything trending in baseball or?
Nope.
And what's the series at now?
2-0, but they got to go back to Milwaukee now. So.
Oh, they got to go back to Milwaukee.
So Dodgers did what they're supposed to do, win at home.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's move on and get into your NHL games. What's going on there?
NHL, who we got playing? We got 4 current games. The Golden Knights are beating the Flames 3-2 in the third. The Stars are beating the Wild 3-0 in the third. The Sharks, they're losing to the Canes 3-1, and they're about to start the top of the third. And the Ducks and Penguins are locked in at 2 in the second. Let's see. The Maple Leafs beat the Predators 7-4. The Canadiens beat the Kraken in overtime 5-4. Oilers beat the Rangers 2-0, and Capitals beat the Lightning in overtime 3-2.
Nice. All right. Anything trending in NHL at all?
Nope.
Perfect. And anything trending in any other sports?
Yeah. Messi is trending for Argentina. So he reaches 60 assists with Argentina in international football history.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So he's 2 assists away from 400.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So Messi is trending. I know Messi's a really good player. So
Right.
he's one of the only players I do know.
Right. Messi and then
Ronaldo.
yeah, exactly. Ronaldo.
I know Ronaldo because he's Portuguese. That's why.
Right.
Representing the roots right here. That's
Oh,
it.
I know.
That's about it. But yeah, that was trending in soccer, and then Aaron Rodgers was trending because he's playing Joe Flacco on Thursday, and people were making fun of it
Why is that?
because they're two old men playing each other on Thursday. Literally.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we'll see the battle of who's the better older guy. I guess no big deal.
Well, I mean, it's like it was funny. People were putting like memes of old people falling over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for sure.
What's your prediction on this game coming up?
What, on Thursday?
Yeah.
I'll go with Steeler gang.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with Steeler gang.
Any particular reason?
Yeah, they got an excellent defense. They got a good running game. They have one of my favorite wide receivers. It doesn't matter that Aaron Rodgers is old. He pretty much has to just hand the ball off. And then once the defense sells out on the run, just hit DK. That's it. You don't have much to do as Aaron Rodgers.
So they just got a better team overall that will take them further, you're saying?
Joe Burrow is not quarterback in Cincinnati. They're not going anywhere. It's Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Flacco is old.
Right.
If it was Joe Burrow, different story.
Exactly.
So I'll go Steeler gang for sure, just because, like I said, just a better team.
Exactly.
And Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to do much, dude. He does not have to do much. Like I said, hand the ball off. Once the defense sells out on the run, fake the handoff, hit DK. Cool. Let's keep moving. It's very simple. He doesn't have much to do here.
Got you.
He just has to exist in handing the ball off. And then when everyone sells out on the run on defense, hit DK. Cool. Let's move down the field.
Right.
And then he has a good defense. Defense take care of the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
So he really doesn't have to put up too many numbers like he used to, Yeah,
right.
He used to have to do a lot. So like I said, he's in a good situation.
Okay.
He's in a great situation there. So
they should definitely take it then.
I would think so. Light work. So the Bengals have been struggling without Joe Burrow, dude. And it makes sense. Joe Burrow's really good.
Yeah, no.
When you don't have your quarterback and you have random people, doesn't help.
Definitely.
And they have an excellent receiver. Don't get me wrong. They got an excellent receiver on the Bengals. His name's Jamar Chase. And sucks for him because he doesn't have his quarterback.
Right.
So, yeah.
They're not gonna have what it takes to pull it off.
Nah, I don't think so.
Got you.
Unless Aaron Rodgers really fails miserably.
Which, if that is the case, that means that just Vegas stepped in. It's not even that he actually failed. It's just that they
like I said, even if he failed, like by throwing an interception, right? All right, let's just go back to the run. They got an excellent run game, good line. That's what I mean. Just ride out the run.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when everyone sells out for the run, hit DK on a nice, on a nice pass. That's it. You don't have to do much. That's it. It's pretty. They're 4-1 for a reason,
Yeah, exactly.
They're 4-1 for a reason. So he, like I said, he's a good enough quarterback to not have to do too much.
Right.
They'll be just fine.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other NFL trends?
No, that was it. That was the only trends in other sports. That's it.
Perfect. I know it is only like preseason, but we're getting pretty close to having NBA like the regular season starting. Do you want to go over some preseason scores right now that are happening for today?
And what?
And NBA.
Do I want to go over NBA scores?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I don't watch preseason, but sure. The Warriors are playing the Blazers, and they're up 76-73. They're still a whole nother quarter.
Okay.
The Lakers are losing to the Suns 86-83. They're still a whole nother quarter. The
Still
Cavs beat
grinding.
the Pistons 118-100. Rockets beat the Pelicans 130-128. Thunder beat the Bucks 116-112. Nuggets beat the Bulls 124-117. These are all very pointless scores because this is the preseason.
Oh, I totally understand, but it's still
Yeah,
good to see what the rookies can do and stuff. I don't mind seeing that.
I don't watch preseason. I think it's pointless. It's just like football. I don't watch preseason either.
No, definitely.
It's the same thing in basketball. It's actually even worse in basketball because in football, at least they're probably going to play.
Right.
In basketball, they ain't ever going to play
Right.
unless your star like really injures himself. Then he
Yeah.
may go in.
Right.
That's it.
I said, let's go, Bronny.
I don't know why that's even stated right now because he's come
He's
on.
probably playing. That's why.
Oh, of course he's playing. Does he ever play in the season?
Not yet, but he's a youngster. It was his first year, last season.
If you put your money on Bronny James to be the leader of the team, hey, good luck.
Well, no, I never said he's the leader. And I'm just saying it'll be nice to see, how he's developing over the, course of the last year to this year. It's always fun to see,
Yeah, I don't watch the Lakers, so more power to you.
Yep.
I could care less what Bronny James does.
I feel it. All right, let's move on and get into our regular trends and see what's going on in the world. First off, we do have a chat from DTW was saying what's up, and he says, "Happy birthday, Charlie." Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Charlie's birthday. And speaking about Charlie's birthday, let's get into our first trend, which is about Charlie and Trump and his wife. So, if you guys didn't know, in honor of Charlie's birthday, Trump is awarding a posthumous presidential awards, basically to honor Charlie for basically being a martyr for truth and freedom, and despite because it is his birthday as well and stuff. Erica from Mr. President Trump has received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And this Presidential Medal of Freedom, basically it signifies that Charlie Kirk is a true American hero. So that's basically what that signifies. Erica Kirk, now the CEO of Turning Point, accepted the award on her husband's behalf at the Rose Garden ceremony, including introducing the award. A military aide announced that the U.S. honors Kirk as a martyr for truth and freedom. Trump, who landed at the White House around 3 a.m. Tuesday after traveling to the Middle East, said, "I was going to call Erica and say, Erica, could you maybe move it to Friday?" But Trump said it was a definite to return in time for the ceremony Tuesday, which would have been Kirk's 32nd birthday. "I would not have missed this moment for anything in the world. Nothing," Trump says. Turning to Trump after accepting the award, Erica Kirk said, "Thank you, Mr. President, for honoring my husband in such a profound and meaningful way. And thank you for making this event a priority amid the peace process in the Middle East." So, very, very cool news, and how cool on his birthday to be able to receive such a high honor. I mean, obviously, he's not going to be able, he's not like he can receive it, but just the honor of it and just in his name, the honor. Really cool, to do something like that for his birthday, and the fact that Trump actually was able to make it, even though he was traveling far away. That just shows that the president is really caring about the situation, and he wants to make sure that this guy's name is going to be legacy and honored. Now let's move on to our next trend. Jay, what is going down with this government shutdown?
Let's see. Well, it's the second week, and troops face pay delays in the partisan clash. So, it's the second week. Federal workers furloughed, national parks closed, active duty troops confronting because of the paychecks, so it hasn't been delayed since like 2013. So yeah, Republicans controlling Congress and White House accuse Democrats of blocking clean funding bills over the demands of the 1.5 trillion in spending, including health care, foreign aid, and Democrats blame GOP refusal to negotiate on the Affordable Care Act protections. President Trump redirected defense funds to cover troop salaries and disclosed a private donor's offer to pay shortfalls. So, yeah, that's what's going on, man. At least the troops received their pay this week.
Oh, they did? That's good.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, that's especially like, what I mean, fighting for your country and you're not getting paid for it. Like, bro, that's not acceptable.
Yeah. Well, we do have the #1 volunteer army in the world. Volunteer.
Uh-huh.
Remember that. Volunteer.
Well, meaning what? That there's volunteers that volunteer to be in the army without pay? Is that what you're saying?
You're not forced to be in the army. It's a
volunteer
army.
That for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's even more of a reason why, if you're not forced to be in it and you're doing it for the pay, then you should be getting paid.
I don't know if people go to the army for pay, but yeah.
Well, it's pay because you're gonna have the benefits and stuff. There's a lot to it if you're in the military. You get a lot of benefits. So I think that's why people try to do that.
I don't know. I wouldn't go to the army to be like, oh, I'm gonna go get balling in the army.
No, it's not about balling. It's just, receiving the benefits and all that, like being able to try to, like, some people are like strive to be like a colonel, a sergeant, somebody like higher up, in the ranks.
Of course.
So, and even Jim Borgini makes a good point. He says that TSA agents, among others, are also still getting paid, and Trump is using tariff revenue to fund some vital needs during the shutdown. So, very true, very true. And also, we have Justin in the house saying, "Sup, guys? Just started gym right now. I'm hella late, doing lateral pull downs first."
Hey, at least you get in, bro. Get it in.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to our next trending topic, and that is going to be, so this is some Trump news. It looks like Time magazine, they published Trump with basically, they put a photo. So they published Trump on like the front, like the front page of the Time magazine, but they put a photo of him that just makes him like look really not good, like it's like a really bad photo of him. And honestly, it probably looks like they did it on purpose. So Trump is kind of rebuting and saying this is the worst photo of all time. He criticized Times magazine cover photo of him. Trump's brokering of the Gaza peace deal has generated bipartisan praise, with Times November 10 issue calling Trump's role in the deal his triumph. So that's why that's basically why they're publishing this Time piece about him and keeping him on the front cover. The publication revealed its cover on Monday, and Trump praised the story but had grips with the photo. Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time, Trump wrote on his social truth platform. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never liked taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out, he said. Time did not respond to any immediate request for comment. And basically, this was really big and trending because Mr. Trump should, especially if he does something like that and he's, going to be on the very, front cover of the magazine, he should definitely be able to, I think, have a word in the picture that, they're going to be posting of him in the very front cover of that magazine. So that is a big trend right now because of that. And Jim Borgini says, America has collected unprecedented amounts of trade revenue since Trump took office. Yeah, exactly. With all the tariffs and everything, that's true, So hopefully, some of this money, is saved and we're able to give it back to like soldiers and people in need at this time with the government shutdown. Hopefully. All right, let's move on and get into some technology news with X platform. What are they doing new there, Jay?
They're going to be testing. So X is going to feature a new, they're going to try it first with their employees to help users evaluate content like authenticity. So what they're going to do is they're going to have profiles basically stating your where you're from, what country your account is posting from, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just they're trying something new to try to just make everything non-AI, non-robotic, let's say, because there's too many people who have AI. All people do is use AI and then they post for them. You know what I mean? So what they're doing now, they're going to use employees' profiles, make sure that it's a real person that's actually posting and not just because I see it all throughout my feed. It's like, goddamn, dude, spam. Like, and I could tell because I know when someone's posting real. I'm like, okay, cool. There's a lot of people who are like big name people. I'm like, okay, they're actually doing their own posts. But then I could tell who the fuck is spamming. It's like, bro, can you stop posting the same shit? Shit's fucking irritable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what they're gonna do, they're gonna so it's just for content authenticity. So they're gonna try it out with their employees first, their profiles, and then you know what I mean? Because it's not just gonna say where you're from. They're gonna have a whole thing on it. Like, oh, how many times the username has changed, this, that. There's gonna be a whole thing about it. So it's gonna, this is basically it's just to get rid of bots. So you can't have a bot go, oh yeah, there's 12 posts. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? Because that's why X is very, I've seen it before. Like even on my own profile, like they make me like, hey, we want to make sure you're real, and then they make you do this little quiz thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, they want to get rid of the bots and inauthentic like accounts. That's their main goal here. So it's kind of cool. Definitely. You know what I mean? So they'll be doing that. They'll be implementing that this week.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, X is always, they're always trying to keep stuff very.
Yeah.
It's cool. Obviously, Elon owns a platform, so he's always trying to stay up on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's funny, man. I've seen that shit too. You know what I mean? Like you think like you're talking like, like I see it too. Like just even with certain accounts, I'm like, especially when they spam you in DM, and I'm like, okay, who is this person? You know what I mean? Because my shit has like hundreds of them, and I'm like, all right, let's see. And then you click on the profile picture, and then I'm like, okay, cool. Then I do my research. Okay, what's the actual name? Where they're from? When they start? I do that shit myself, because I'm not gonna just talk with random people. I don't do that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I could tell, like, you could just tell by certain things. Oh, it's definitely someone who owns it, but it's a bot because of, I look at their posts, you know what I mean? And it's like, if they don't have posts from themselves, like if they just have it's literally a bot for sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, I know how to look at that. I've been looking at that shit for years, like to see if someone's actually posting for real or if they have a bot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, he's going to be cracking down on that, and it's cool. I don't mind that.
Hell yeah.
I definitely don't mind that.
Very cool. Very cool. He definitely will be the first for that platform. So,
the what?
That'll be the first for his platform because no other platform is cracking down on that.
No, he's I think he's doing that on purpose, and I think other platforms will follow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just it's a smart thing to do because, like I said, you want authenticity. You don't want just some people just spamming shit. That's this shit sucks. Like I said, and especially when you get like you could tell by, like I said, by what they post. But then in the DMs, bro, that shit's annoying. Oh, that shit's annoying.
See, it's good that me and you are not AI generated bots because then we wouldn't be able to get on.
No, I don't. I like posting my own shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I got it all figured out with everything, with other stuff too. I did the research. It's perfect.
Nice.
I just gotta cop my iPad. That's it.
Yep.
And then I'll be able to do what I was telling you about with my phone.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I'll get it all set up.
All right, let's move on and get into some celebrity news. So I don't know if you guys heard, but D'Angelo, the Grammy Award-winning R&B singer, has passed away at 51 years old.
No way.
Yeah, man.
That's not even trending on X. D'Angelo, like D'Angelo.
Yeah, that's why when I first talked to you, remember the song I started singing? That
No,
was
I
a
don't.
D'Angelo song. How does it feel? Remember, that's his song.
Oh,
That's why I sang that to you. But yeah, man, he passed away.
how?
It says that. Let me see here. He died on Tuesday after a prolonged and courageous battle with cancer. His family said.
Oh shit! I didn't even know.
We are saddened that he can only leave dear memories with his family, but we are internally grateful for the legacy of extraordinary moving music he leaves behind. We ask that you respect our privacy during this difficult time, but invite you all to join us in mourning his passing while also celebrating the gift of song that he has left for the world. RCA also released a statement saying that they were deeply saddened by the passing. He was a peerless visionary who effortlessly blended the classic sounds of soul, funk, gospel, R&B, and jazz with a hip-hop sensibility, the statement said. D'Angelo's songwriting, musicianship, and unmistakable vocal styling has endured and will continue to inspire generations of artists to come. D'Angelo was born as Michael Eugene Archer in Richmond, Virginia. D'Angelo was the son of a Pentecostal preacher, according to a profile published in Vibe. Growing up in church, his musical talent was discovered early. At the age of 16, he won the Showtime at the Apollo Amateur Night Competition after he performed Johnny Gill's hit single, Rub You the Right Way, he recalled in 2014. By the time he was 18, he headed to New York City in hopes of pursuing a professional singing career. Given that his family was so deeply involved in the church, he was not a decision he took lightly. In an interview with GQ published in 2014, he discussed feeling pulled between the sacred and the profane. Music was incredibly powerful to him. He says that I learned at an early age that what we were doing in the choir was just as important as the preacher. It was a ministry in itself. We could stir the pot, D'Angelo said. The stage is our pulpit, and you can use all of that energy and that music and the lights and the colors and the sound. But you've got to be careful. Singing wasn't how he initially found a success, though. In '94, a song he co-wrote titled "You Will Know" was featured on the soundtrack of the film Jason's Lyric and cracked the top 10 of the R&B charts. The following year, his debut album "Brown Sugar" debuted and established him as one of the rising stars of neo soul, a subgenre of R&B that blends soul, jazz, hip hop, and rhythm and blues. "Brown Sugar" would go on to be his first platinum-selling album. So yeah, guys, just wanted to report on that celebrity news. D'Angelo has passed at the age of 51 from cancer. It is very sad, and shout out to him and his family. Hopefully, they will, be able to move on, and we will have him and carry him and his music in our memories. So yeah, very very sad, but life has to go on. Let's move on and get into some more real quick technology news with robo-taxis. What's going on there?
Man, I'm just giving a moment of silence for D'Angelo, man.
Oh, definitely.
That's terrible. I had no idea. So robo taxis, man. So yes, it was just trending that all the robo taxis they're at level 4 autonomous vehicles have made their way, obviously, in the passenger transport sector, and they're all around now. You know that we have out here, obviously, Waymo, Zoox is coming. Obviously, Elon's robo taxi, Uber's fleet is coming, and yeah, this has been going on. Being the vision has been going on and being tested for over a decade, but now it's going to be literally, it'll span by in the next decade. Literally, it'll be over 100 cities, bro. So it's over, and it's not just here. Obviously, it's in China as well.
I know.
China's they have their services, and there's also Beijing, Singapore, Dubai, everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're obviously gonna get out to Tokyo, Switzerland, Turkey. They're going everywhere, bro. This is it's the new wave of the future, And yeah, it's a $100 billion market, obviously, and yeah, it's gonna. We only have. It says we only have, I mean, this is weird to me, but it says we only have 2,200 vehicles here, which is stupid because I think we have 2,200 just here alone.
I know, right? That's what it looks like.
That's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard because there's literally like 5 on every block out here. So I don't know what they're talking about with 2,200.
But are they talking about Waymo or just robotaxi? Because I don't see that many robotaxis like I do Waymos.
I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm talking about the whole fleet.
Oh, okay.
The whole fleet, dude. There's got to be just here alone. There's probably 10K, dude,
for sure,
without a doubt. If you add all the companies, you know what I mean. But this is gonna go. I think not just. I don't think it just goes to this. I think it's gonna span to other things as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're testing out. Remember, we're testing out the what's it called? Remember the drones?
Yeah.
The drone planes, we're testing out a lot of different things,
right.
So it's not, I don't think it's just going to be AI cars. We're going to have I think we're going to have the AI, like I said, the taxis, all that in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're going with the big fleets here, bro. Everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I think everything will be AI operated.
Yeah, I will, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's funny because I read a little bit of that article and it's like, yeah, we're still gonna need drivers that are human.
Bullshit.
But this is what the article said. Check this out. They're like, we're still gonna need drivers, but the reason for why they would need human drivers, and this is what they stated, bro, was that if there's like severe weather conditions, they're gonna need human drivers for those scenarios still. Like
we don't have severe weather out here though.
No, I'm saying
I can understand maybe in like up north, where it gets real bad. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we're talking about the whole. We're talking about the whole world.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course, there's going to be places where, like you said, hella snow, this, that. Like, okay, I get that. But I'm talking about just the main city like this. No way.
Yeah, of course.
Here, LA, NY. Well, maybe NY. No, you know what? New York City doesn't have bad weather. Like, not like Buffalo. Buffalo has the more harsher. Yeah. Yeah. But like Manhattan doesn't get it too bad.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'll get that they'll need drivers, but in like very different, like not the big cities.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you're in Oklahoma, maybe.
New Mexico.
But, exactly. Places like that, sure. They're only 15 years behind in tech, but that's okay. But yeah, that's where they'll need drivers for sure.
I talked to a guy today. So I went to work today on my day off, and I talked to a guy who was trying to buy a car off me. They were from Stockton. And then I seen a Waymo. I was like, oh, yeah, do you guys have these yet? Blah, blah, blah. Bro, he didn't even know what I was talking about.
Stockton? Stockton?
Yeah, Stockton, yeah.
Well, you know what? I ain't even going to lie. Stockton's one of the probably the hoodest place in California. That's one of the hoodest places in California. I know it is because I've seen all the stuff on Stockton. Stockton is rough as fuck. If there was a Waymo out there, they'd probably vandalize it, try to take it. Like, yeah, I don't think you can't put nice tech like that, those cars are what, 300K? You can't put that in like hood cities.
Yeah.
Can't do it. So those cities, unfortunately, will, that's what I mean. That's where you'll have your driver.
Yeah.
You won't have the nice tech in those cities. That's where you'll still have the drivers for sure.
Right.
I can see that totally. That's actually, I didn't even think of that point. Like Stockton, maybe Compton, Vallejo, all the rougher cities, you will not have the balling cars. Why? Because that car is worth way more.
Right.
Like with the technology and everything, that, like I said, that's like a 300K car. You put that in one of those cities and then they vandalize it or whatever they do to it, there goes 300K down the toilet.
I'm sure later on they'll put a whole bunch of cruises in those kind of cities.
Yeah, so yeah, Uber's fleet can do those cities. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You ain't going to have you ain't going to have Elon's fleet there. You won't have Amazon's fleet. You will not have Google's fleet. You'll have Uber's fleet. I agree with you. That's actually the smart way. Why? Because cruise cars, there's those little buckets, the little bolts, right?
Right.
Bolt EV or whatever.
Yep.
Put those in those cities. I agree with you. I totally agree with you because then they can still have the same feature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to worry so much about, nobody cares about a damn bolt.
Exactly. And those ones aren't 300K.
Yeah, exactly.
That's probably like with technology, I'm going 60K.
I was gonna say 50, but yeah, 50.
Yeah, no, it makes sense because it's probably what, a 20, 30K car, and then with the tech on it, probably 30K more. You know,
And
so
if they're
yeah, I'll
buying
go.
fleets, if they're buying fleets, they're probably getting a big ass discount. And
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. So it's probably 50, 60K at most. So
Right.
if someone did vandalize it, okay, cool. This is like, it's like when people steal out of a store and you have insurance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I didn't even think. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. He didn't even. So the person from Stockton had never seen that.
Nah.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit. That's crazy because Stockton's only like an hour and a half.
So I'm saying, he's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, these cars they drive by themselves." He's like, "Oh no way!" I was like, "Yeah."
Holy shit. And that's only right there.
No, dude.
Fuck, man. People must think we foreign out here the way we be talking.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Holy shit, man. Jesus, man. Wow, that's crazy. I'm shocked.
We're just a little ahead, just a little.
Yeah, but that's just shocking. That's like right there.
I know.
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
It is.
That's crazy. They ain't. Wow, damn, that's crazy. Okay. That's something you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Can't have every city balling and having Waymos running around. You know.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that was our final trend of the night. We were talking about robo-taxis, Uber, and Waymo taking over the world, pretty much.
Waymo's hella convenient, bro.
Yes, they are.
They even made the app. They updated the app. Oh, bro. Oh, it's like the best.
Oh, I know.
Oh, bro. You literally, it's all right there for you, bro.
Right.
You literally go on, it come pick you up right in front of you. You set the AC on your phone, like while you're inside.
Yeah.
You set the whole unlock so the door opens so you don't even have to touch it. You go inside, you have everything all set for you on your phone.
Yeah.
You don't have to touch anything. You just literally go in and then boom, you're off. Yeah. Most convenient fucking app.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't get more convenient than that.
I know. Okay. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh, it's it is very cool, man.
Cool. Let's move on and get into movie of the night. What are you watching?
So, they had a Nightmare on Elm Street. They have a marathon. Oh, okay. So there was part 1. This part 2 just ended. So this one's called Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I know I've seen it. I honestly, in my head, I'd have to watch a little bit because I don't remember exactly which one it is, but I've seen all of them.
Yeah,
I've seen all the Freddys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I was younger, I told you I would get a series like this, and I'd watch all of them just to get it down. I did the same thing with Jason. Watch all of them. You know, I did the same thing with Halloween. Watch all of them. I like this shit.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? But yeah, I used to do that because I played a lot of sports. So on the days where I didn't have like sports or anything, I would just literally binge all scary movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it really made me calm. I know that sounds funny, but it really calmed me down to watch scary movies and shit.
Definitely.
But yeah, this is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Do you remember this one?
New Nightmare? I'm sure I've seen it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long. So part 2 ended. I didn't know when we were gonna get to it.
It's a 94 flick, right?
Yeah. So this is a New Nightmare. This is a part of the Freddy camp, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go off the little overview here because I don't remember exactly. But obviously, if you've seen Freddy, you know what Freddy Krueger is.
Right.
You know what I mean? He kills you in your dream. Basically, you can't sleep. If you sleep, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's to sum up all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so basically that's what's going on. This one's a New Nightmare. So I remember it was a good one. It was definitely a good one. You know what I mean?
What do you rate it?
Fuck. Let me see. God, man, I'm trying. Oh, hey, that kid's in it. I'm trying to remember the actual. So it definitely wasn't my favorite one. With me, my favorite one in this series is the first one. Always number one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Number one was my favorite one. It's funny because all the series, they're all different. Like, all the different killers. You know what I'm talking about? Like all
Right,
the
right,
different, like,
right.
yeah, like, but in this one, number one was my favorite installment. So
Okay.
it's not going to be as high as that. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with an 8.8.
Okay, a little bit lower there.
Well, because one and two were, I thought two was going to still be on. So I was going to talk about two, but it
Right.
just ended. So, so what it goes for me, one excellent, two, like very, very good. And then this one's like good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's still a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I still rated it 8.8. It's a good movie. It's very entertaining, but I don't think it's better than like than the first couple.
The
Yeah,
original.
the first couple. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of Nightmare on Elm Streets. Believe me.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And this one was a little newer at the time.
Right.
This
Right.
one's a new Nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Wes Craven always created good shit though, man.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah, I thought this was solid though, man. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. I mean, that was always like when it came to horror movies. Nightmare on Elm Street was like always one of my favorites.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, it's I don't know. I was never scared of Freddy like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't dream. I don't sleep too much. I never have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he just doesn't scare me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I could probably count the amount of times I've dreamed in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
I
I
think
just don't dream.
the only part that ever scared me, I forgot even which part of which Nightmare on Elm Street it was, but I still remember it to this day, even though I haven't seen the movies in so long. There was one part where the dude was on a waterbed or something, and then he got like trapped inside the waterbed.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember that.
yeah. So that one particular part in whatever movie of that, what Nightmare on Elm Street was, I still remember that one, bro. Like that really touched me.
Yeah, no, because it's kind of trippy. I remember when waterbeds were all in too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's kind.
Can you imagine that, bro? And all these people like today's like age, you would not even like most people would not even know what a waterbed is, bro. Like they're like, what?
I know. I remember those, man. I remember those.
We literally had beds that had water in them, and you could pop them, and the water would come out. And it was like super expensive beds too. They're supposed to be the most comfortable beds out there, but super expensive.
They definitely were, but just not for me.
Yeah,
not for me. I didn't like waterbeds at all.
I don't think I even got to try one before.
It's comfy. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like that feeling of like motion.
Yeah,
it's not for me.
Right.
It's definitely not for me, dude. Like, because no matter what, it's always going like this. If you move, it goes, yeah. So when you move, it's like,
yeah.
It's fucking it would irritate me. I'm like, oh, I can't do this shit. You know, I knew a lot of folks I knew had waterbeds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just, it wasn't for me.
I feel it.
Not for me, man. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, definitely. So let's do Wes Craven movies, bro. Director today.
Oh shit.
Let's do that.
So we're going Wes Craven?
Let's do some Wes Craven movies.
Oh shit. Oh man. All right. Well, I gotta go cliche, bro. I gotta go cliche.
What is
my favorite one? Obviously, I gotta go with part one.
Okay.
Like the first one. Obviously. Yeah. I have to do that. That's just, it's what I have to do.
Cool. And what about underrated?
He doesn't have underrated movies, but I got to go cliche again. I got to go Scream. Because I loved Scream when it came out. Obviously, that's going to be on here, right? So I was waiting for the last week, October, to throw Scream on.
Yeah.
That's just, to me, like, I know Scream's not that scary. It's not. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It was legendary to me because it was a different Wes Craven movie at the time.
Yeah.
Especially when I saw Scream, I was like, oh shit, this is dope. And they made a whole series of it, obviously, but I loved it.
Right.
I loved it. I wasn't scared of it. I was more entertained. Like, this shit's cool, man.
I know.
You know what I mean? Had good actors and actresses. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna go Scream.
Nice. For me, my favorite Wes Craven movie. He does have so many of them. It's really hard to choose, but I think I'm gonna go with Wishmaster.
Oh my God, that's old school.
Yep, yep. It's a good one though. It's a
You
good
said
one.
wish. Oh yeah, bro.
You
You
know,
said Wishmaster. Wow.
Wishmaster for for everybody that doesn't know, it's about a
Wow.
gemologist unwittingly frees an evil genie that plays deadly tricks on her friends and
That's
acquaintances.
crazy, man.
Uh, yeah, it's a crazy ass movie, bro. Especially like that prison scene. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
when he was in
that's
prison.
more. It's more head shit.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
like that. I like that film. I haven't seen that in a long time. Wow,
I know.
that's a good one.
I liked it a lot. As far as underrated, I'll say underrated because probably a lot of people don't know that he made the movie. Was
Yeah.
Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy.
Okay. All
Inglourious
right. That.
Basterds.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah. I know. Yeah. You're right. I didn't even know he did make that. I remember that movie, but
That's
it
what I'm saying.
wasn't.
I'm not saying it was a great movie. It was just underrated.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely underrated. I didn't even know he made it.
Yeah, that's all
He
it is.
made. That's not even. It's not even scary.
Yep.
I didn't even know he made that movie. That's so weird. It's
I
interesting. I don't
I
know he
know.
made that.
Cool, cool. Well, that is our movie of the night, and we are watching Nightmare on Elm Street, and this is part three
New
of it.
Nightmare. No, it's a little more. It's
Oh,
one of the newer, like one of the '90s ones.
90s ones. Okay.
Yeah, so just say you could say New Nightmare.
A New Nightmare. That's what they call this one.
Yes, sir. But it's Freddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Cool, cool. All right, let's move on and give you guys some crypto news. Let's see what's going on in these markets today. Let me pull this up real quick. Here we go. All right, guys. So it looks like today your Bitcoin is going to be sitting at 112,242. It is down 1.19%. Number two is Ethereum, your largest altcoin, sitting at 4,104. It is down 1.33%. And at number five is XRP, sitting at $2.49. It is down 2.41%. So going over the big three, let's get into your guys' support and resistance. Bitcoin, your support right now is going to be 110 to 111,200, and your resistance 114,200 to 114,800, with a stronger resistance at 115.5. Ethereum, your support is 3,900 to 4,000 right now, and your resistance is 4,200 to 4,250, with an extra ceiling near 4,300. And XRP, your support is at $2.41 to $2.45. Your resistance is at $2.57 to $2.60, with a higher barrier near $2.65. As far as your fear and greed index go, we are back into the fear. We're at 37. We're right on that cusp of neutral. So, like I said yesterday, it looks like this week, because of all the news that was going on, we're kind of just going on a sideways little market. But like I said yesterday as well, the trend is your friend. And as of right now, the trend is not showing like we are reversing into a bear trend. So just keep that in mind. And I think, as soon as this whole tariff thing with China kind of dies down, this news, and if there's, especially if some kind of somewhat decent economic news comes out, I do see us moving back on up. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is sitting at 3.84 trillion. It is down 1.84%. So not too much, not too many people are taking money out. Your top five trending coins. Number one is Aster, which is up 2.74. Number two is Bitcoin. Number three is Ethereum. Number four is Arc of Panda, which is up 0.95. And number five is Neon EVM, which is down 2.83. As far as your top five gainers, number one is Grok. That one is up 1,011%. Number two is Solana SHIB, which is up 441%. Number three is S Dodge, which is up 474. Number four is Yay Finance, which is up 376. And number five is Book of Meme 3.0, which is up 366%. As far as your top 100 notable mentions and gainers, let's go over that. Number 8, Formula One is up 338%. Number 12, Base AI is up 311%. Number 15, Tesla is up 252%. Number 18, Charlie Kirk is up 252%. Number 26, we have Grayscale, which is up 183%. Number 36, we have Michi, which is up 65%. At number 41, we have the first YouTube cat, which is up 58%. At number 49, we have Baby Fwog, which is up 50%. At number 53, we have Run Together, which is up 43%. At number 62, we have Zora. That one is up 29% right now. Number 74, we have Validity, which is up 22%. At number 81, we have Stacy Sport, which is up 22%. At number 89, we have LX1, which is up 19%. At number 96, we have Lab, which is up 17%. And in your top 100 spot for the day, we have AI Rocket by Virtuals, and that one is up 17%. All right, guys, that is your crypto news. Moving sideways for a little bit until, we are going to be able to move back on up. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. I think we already hit our bottom for this wave or this cycle, and we are just going to go up from there for a little bit more longer, at least until November, December. That being said, let's move on and get into your guys' horoscopes for tomorrow. This is going to be for October 15th, 2025, starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is also my sign, Aries. So for tomorrow, Aries, be prepared for something slightly unusual to happen. Try not to push it away. What surprises may have a secret teaching attending them. Rather than react immediately, take a deep breath and ask yourself what the moment is trying to teach you. Life communicates mostly through sudden opportunities. Let this unexpected chinks in your journey influence your growth. Taurus, your sharp observation could be of utmost importance to you tomorrow. What one notices could be overlooked by others, but the observation could be crucial. Trust your perceptions and feelings, even if others have not vocalized the same. Your quiet inner voice has eclipsed information. Do not allow yourself to be swayed just because other people appear confident. Then we got our Gemini. Try not to race forward completion tomorrow. Rather than focusing on what you stand to gain, try feeling your experience as you walk along the pathway. The feelings of happiness, comfort, and ease in the present moment extend from alignment. Usually you tend to live in the future. Tomorrow asks you to root yourself in present-day existence. Cancer, your emotional energy will be quite heightened tomorrow, and that is not a bad thing at all. Allow yourself to feel while trying not to let emotions spill over in ways that could hurt you or others. Gently channel the energy of good, whether through writing, physical activity, or a calm conversation with someone you trust. Do not avoid holding it in. Leo, which is also Jade's sign. Tomorrow will ease the finalization of a decision that has so far been avoided. The confusion that has been causing your delay may lose its hold on you tomorrow. Lead in the stream of your trust. You should know better now than in those days when the choice first came to you. Do not step yourself from thinking about what others will say. Walk toward what will put your heart at ease, even if the options look seemingly bad. Virgo, tomorrow might be the sign of something you have been waiting for finally moving. The wait was hard upon you, but it was all worth it at the end. You became a patient person as a result of waiting. The new vantage might seem tiny at first, but it means a lot more. Your preparations shall soon be inventory. Stay open to receiving, even if it looks nothing like what you pictured. The unfortunate delay taught you strength. Libra, tomorrow may bring forth that little movement, giving you a feeling of being with purpose. It could be something as subtle as two people having a brief yet meaningful conversation, or just a quiet thought. Do not ignore it, rather embrace it. You are usually so busy saving the world that you never stop to think what really matters to you. Scorpio, although you may not see an immediate positive result, your patience has been paying off. Signs indicate that tomorrow the effects of your persistence are being felt. Even if nobody praises you for it, this unseen force is tilting the scales in your favor. You probably need to keep on walking without the tickets to applause. And we got my wife's sign, Sagittarius. The day after tomorrow is not about starting anything new, but finishing something old. You may have great ideas, but now is the time to bring them to life. Keep your focus tightly set and make your steps sure. You don't have to agree to do everything, just do what matters most. Your ambition can burn your chest with power, but it ceases to burn without the fuel of action. Then we got Capricorn. You might have to give up on the wallpaper version of tomorrow that you so dearly want. Things might not go the way you want them to, but that isn't failure. Sometimes the world around you is making room for something better. Be open to this shift. Control is your strength, yet keeping an open mind to a shift will serve you better tomorrow. Drop that tight grip and let go of things. Aquarius. Look for ease, not perfection tomorrow. You somehow carry ideas that drive you hard. But isn't.
Your microphone, if you can hear me, you're not speaking to anyone. There's no sound if you can hear. I could just hear me breathing. Strength, Jay. You have a lot of power. Fuck. Always. Sorry, everyone. I don't know. Something's going on with his computer or microphone or something. I don't know. I heard something in the background. Maybe it was a phone or something. Maybe it got crossed. I don't know. But sorry, everyone. I don't know. I can hear myself now speaking. Sorry. I have no idea what part he was on. I think he was doing horoscopes, but maybe he's re-upping something right now because he has to do conspiracy very soon. I don't know. I see a frozen screen from his end, so I'm not sure what's going on. But after horoscopes, he will be getting into conspiracy. And then after conspiracy, obviously, you know, our words of wisdom.
Yo, Jay, can you hear me?
Ah, there it is. See, there you go, guys.
Okay, it's catching up, but I'm still not able to do anything, and my screen is like literally frozen right now. I'm not able to do anything. I don't know what's happening, but you can hear me, right?
I can hear you now, but you're right. Your screen, I can't see. Your screen is just you frozen. You're right.
And I don't even. I'm literally like I have no idea even how to fix that right now because it's not letting me move my mouse at all or nothing, which is super weird.
I don't know, but we can hear you. So if you want to, I don't know where you were because it went out during the horoscopes. But if you would like to get into conspiracy, it's fine. You can see, I can see myself and I can see you. I mean, at least you're there.
Right.
But
frozen.
Well, no, it's like you ever battle on TikTok and then you have the one person there and then they're moving and then the other person is just a frozen screen.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
This is really embarrassing right now.
It's fucking hilarious though, because it's like I was narrating and I was like, I'm here, and I turned it up and then I could hear myself talking through the phone and I was like, oh shit.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh, okay, so his thing, whatever, because I heard a phone go off in your thing, and then it went haywire.
Yeah, it's super
It was
weird.
done.
Super weird. But
So yeah,
it looks like it caught everything back up, so I can. Yeah, it looks like I'm live again. Everything is good. And we
wave your
can,
arm, wave your arm.
yeah,
Can you wave your arm?
yeah, I just did.
Okay, no, it's not caught up yet.
No, it's not. Okay, but I'm moving, right? Or am I still frozen?
You are moving now, but when I said wave your arm, that was what 20. There we go, about 25 seconds. So
Okay, so we'll be
about 25 seconds behind. But
Okay.
as long as I know you're moving,
Yeah.
start where I don't know where you were, but I said you were going to do conspiracy, and then we have words of wisdom.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know where it stopped though because your thing went out. I know you were in horoscope, but you were already past Leo, I believe.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember because it just went out.
Okay. All good. Let's get into our conspiracy then. Tonight, I want to talk about a guy by the name of, what is this guy's name? Give me 1 second. I got to pull this up because I got
Yeah, I'm sure it all frozen, right?
It got all disgruntled, and all froze.
Yeah.
So I got to redo
Take your time, man. Take your time, bro.
Real quick. But okay, so tonight I want to talk about a gentleman by the name of Jacobo Grinberg. Jacobo Grinberg. Have you ever heard of this guy?
Nope.
Okay. So imagine someone who says reality isn't what you see. Reality is a field of energy. And that with enough focus, with enough awakening, you don't just observe the world, you alter it. That was Jacobo Grinberg. He walked between the worlds of neuroscience and shamanism. He claimed to see things science says don't happen. And then at the height of his work, he literally just vanished into thin air. So, let's uncover this gentleman and let's talk about him and see exactly what he did that made the government want to make this guy disappear. So, first off, Grinberg was born in Mexico City in 1946. A boy fascinated by the brain from early on after a personal loss, he turned his attention to what makes consciousness and what gives us awareness. He studied psychology at UNAM, then moved to New York for psychosociology. But what really set him apart was his refusal to stop at the brain. He looked to shamans, to ancient traditions. He saw what others dismissed as superstition and wanted to measure it, quantify it. He founded labs, he wrote books, he published in journals. But he also spent time with Pachita, the famous curandera, watching what seemed impossible. Surgeries with bare hands, healings, apparitions. These weren't performances to him. These were phenomena begging scientific explanation. As he said, human consciousness, perception, meditative states, could these give access to something deeper, maybe a field of energy where everything is interconnected? So basically, that's kind of what he wanted to, he wanted to get into a little bit more. So here's where things start to get astounding. Telepathic interaction transferred potential. Grinberg placed pairs of people in Faraday cages isolated from electromagnetic interference far away. One would receive light flashes at random, both would meditate first. In about 25% of cases, the non-stimulated partner showed EEG patterns similar to the stimulated partner, but only if the two had interacted before. No similarity if not. That challenges the idea that brains only respond to local stimuli. And then there was also extraocular vision, blindfolded children in meditative states attempting to see through non-visual means. In some reports, the accuracy was impressive. Again, these are extraordinary claims. And he also was learning about syntergic and syntergic theory. The lattice, the field. He proposed that what we experience is a small slice of a much larger energetic continuum. Neuronal fields, energetic field of space, experience, structure, and how the brain collapses or interacts with that field to create reality. These would have major implications. Telepathy becomes not just paranormal talk, but measurable brain-to-brain, non-local effects. Shamans become people tapping into this deeper lattice. Consciousness itself becomes active in shaping reality. So, what was Grinberg building towards? If everything he found held up, then Grinberg was on the verge of a paradigm shift. If consciousness interacts with a universal field, then separation between observer and observed collapses. Reality becomes participatory. Healing, psychic phenomena, mystical insights gain scientific footing. The boundary between science, religion, and magic disappears. According to sources, some of his final works were pointing toward experiments that would directly show mind over matter effects, possibly showing that intention, not stimulus, could generate measurable changes in physical systems, or that two isolated brains far apart could affect each other's neural patterns without any classical communication channel. And this is where rumors say he was preparing to unveil something, perhaps a lab demonstration, a paper, a televised experiment, or a grand synthesis. Something to show not just that consciousness is connected, but that it can act, that it can intervene. Let's go over now his disappearance. December 8th, 1994, Grinberg was last seen in Mexico City. He didn't show up for his birthday party on December 12th. Initially, nobody panicked. He had done last minute trips, gone days without phone calls, but after a while, his lab sat empty. His research materials vanished, computers, data, perhaps irreplaceable files. His students and assistants were all left in limbo. So, what are the theories? That he was silenced by powerful interests, academic, political, perhaps intelligence agencies. Some say his work threatened certain worldviews, that revealing non local consciousness abilities would shift power. That he was taken by some secretive group who wanted to exploit his discoveries. Or that maybe he crossed some boundary, either legally, ethically, or metaphysically, perhaps attempting to perform experiments that were considered taboo. Or maybe that he disappeared by choice to protect his discoveries or to escape persecution or to continue his work in secret. What is known is that no confirmed evidence of foul play was presented publicly, no body, no clear trail. Some of his close circles have expressed frustration at how the authorities treated his case. There was materials missing, the lab apparently was shut down, but also no credible source has produced documentation of his final experiment that was immediately before his disappearance. No peer-reviewed article in a major journal that shows results which were to be the revelation. So let's imagine if everything Greenberg claimed was true, what was at stake and who might have reason to stop him? Well, first off, you have religious institutions. If he could show that shamans and mystical healings were scientifically valid, that could challenge institutional religion or dogma about miracles and supernatural powers. And then you also have your pharmaceutical industries. If healing through intention or consciousness could replace or augment conventional medicine, that disrupts business models and authority of medical science. And then you also have your academic scientific establishments, those invested in materialist assumptions that the brain is machine consciousness might resist evidence that consciousness has non-local effects. And of course, the last culprit, government. Telepathy, remote perception, non-local effects are of interest for espionage, for psychic warfare, for military or intelligence operations. If Grinberg was close to a demonstration, perhaps someone feared what could be done with his findings. Also, there's risk. Experimental replication might have failed and data might be ambiguous. He might have been discredited, so maybe people around him felt pressure, internal betrayal, financial or institutional threats. There are some rumors of CIA, NASA interest in his disappearance in popular sources, but no definitive proof. So, here's where things get really speculative. The twist endings that make you wonder if reality is stranger than any theory. Grinberg had evidence about telepathy and consciousness that was too destabilizing. He was taken, threatened, or worse. His data was seized, he was forced into hiding or eliminated. His lab emptied and research erased. That's why most of you have probably never even heard of this guy. But what if what if his final experiment succeeded? Not just evidence published, but a demonstration so clear that it opened the door. And then Grinberg stepped through, not metaphorically, but perhaps in his mind or in his consciousness. Perhaps he accessed the lattice so deeply that his perception or identity dissolved. Could be. It's just a theory. And then scenario C, it was an accident or betrayal. He may have trusted someone in his inner circle who turned on him, maybe physically, maybe he went to meet a source or collaborator with shamanic or ritual components. Perhaps something dangerous happened. Neither victim nor perpetrator speaks. So yeah, that's just scenarios that could have played out, but nobody really knows how or why he disappeared. But what remains in his disappearance isn't just the loss of a person, it's the loss of an idea, a possibility that consciousness is more than biology, that reality is participatory, that minds can reach beyond the visible. Whether he was silenced or left or vanished, the question he raised remained. So tonight, we may never know what truly happened on December 8th, 1994, but Grinberg's work still pulses in meditative states, in shaman healings, in people who believe consciousness matters. So yeah, guys, it's always something to question. Definitely look up this guy's name, Jacobo Grinberg. Check out his experiments and what he was doing, because it is definitely out of this world, and he was able to kind of connect with consciousness and kind of recreated telepathy and was able to do things that other people have not achieved yet. We do know that what we call miracles, this guy was able to kind of achieve. So yeah, that's why this guy is on the conspiracy theory for us for tonight. That being said, we do have Justin in the house saying, just finished gym. Yay. All right.
There you go.
Very good. Very good. Now that you finished, and if you do go back to studying in about maybe an hour and a half, we will be at the gym live as well for you guys. So don't forget to check that out. We will be doing shoulders and back today. So that's going to be a fun one. We'll also be like, yay, Justin, once we finish. But thank you again, and thank you so much for being on here. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so that we can share this with you guys every day and to your family and friends. And let's move on and get into our final words of wisdom. What you got for them today, Jay?
We'll go with Niccolo Machiavelli. Make mistakes of ambition, not sloth. Develop the strength to do bold things, not the strength to suffer. I went with that one because you want to, when you have a mistake from ambition, obviously you're working towards it. You know what I mean? You're working towards your big goal. You got your focus. You know what I mean? You can't have a mistake of sloth. Sloth is there's no action. You know what I mean? You're just being a lazy ass. There's no point in having a mistake from that. If you have mistakes from ambition, you're growing. So you always want to have that. You know what I'm saying? And then the strength to do bold things part. If you're doing bold things, taking steps towards your ambitious goal, like you're developing, you're being decisive. You have courage. You're putting yourself out there. You're doing it. You're doing bold things. You can't have that strength to suffer, meaning you can't just be passive and expect things to come to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I went with that one today. It's very straight to the point. Machiavelli quotes are always excellent, and you got to put in that hard work, man. Hard work always pays off.
Definitely.
That's it.
And just kind of going off of what you're saying, Jay, to end the show here. Remember, guys, you got to keep working toward your big goals, even when it feels slow, even when no one's watching. True ambition isn't about talking big. It's about moving with purpose every single day. Don't mistake laziness for patience, and don't let comfort disguise itself as peace. Growth demands effort, and success requires courage. Every step you take, even the small ones, builds the foundation for something greater. You've got to stay focused, disciplined, and fearless in your pursuit. The dream will test you, but it will also transform you if you stay the course. As the quote says, don't let ambition turn into procrastination. Be brave enough to begin and strong enough to continue. So, guys, rise each day with purpose, move with faith, not fear. And remember, greatness doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who work. Believe and refuse to quit. All right, guys, that is our final words of wisdom for you guys. So that is pretty much our show for the night. Health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto. We will be back at the gym for you guys in about 11:30, so an hour and a half from now. So yeah, if you guys want to catch us there, we will be there. It'll be a Q&A, so you can ask us anything. We'll definitely be there to help answer your questions. That being said, we will also go live tomorrow for our Wednesday podcast at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure to catch that. And if you ever do get onto our profile on YouTube, you also check out our store. You can pick up that mug that Jay's drinking out of right there. We do have other products as well, like we have a T-shirt and we do have some other stuff, and we have a bunch of stuff coming. So definitely check that out. That being said, let us finish right now. And pretty much, yeah, thank you so much, guys. We will see you guys in about an hour and a half. Until then, guys, peace out.